Good morning, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today, I want to talk a bit about what happened to dating. In the Western culture, things have been completely twisted and upside down, and things are going backwards. Relationships are broken, households are broken, women are confused, men are not interested anymore. There's just so much going on. And my question is, what has happened to dating? So you see, I hear and see a lot how women have become so entitled, thinking that, they are the prize. They should get the highest earning guy. They should have the most attractive man, and he should do this for them and he should do that for them. And if he is not driving a certain car, he shouldn't even approach them. Or if he's not able or willing to take them to the finest restaurants, he shouldn't even approach them. All that nonsense has become a disease in my mind. If I think about it, this is not helping anyone. This is actually holding people back, especially women. There used to be a time where man and woman would start a conversation. The guy would approach the lady. If the lady is interested, she would follow along. And, they would go on a nice walk, go on an easy and simple coffee date, get an ice cream, which is not a bad thing because you don't know that person. There shouldn't be this idea of putting in the biggest and most expensive investment just to talk for someone for the first time. I think it's really nice if someone shares time with you and takes you out on a brunch or on a coffee date or, the little things for the first. But nowadays, it seems like women have become so full of themselves that they are literally making video clips talking about, oh, if he wants to invite you on a coffee date, girl, he's broke. Don't go there. Don't do this. And reality is these women are not getting approached at all. No one is checking for you, right? They're not getting any flowers. They're not getting any attention. They're just so bitter that it's easier for them to take their phones, record themselves, go on the internet and start shaming men for being so-called broke. If you look at it from the perspective of a man, it is completely different because you as the woman, you have all these expectations of things that he has to do. And his idea or what he's actually having to do is spending money. And honestly, most guys are fine to do that if they think you're the girl who's worth doing that for. But if you look at it nowadays, there's so many women who are not even interested in that guy, but this nonsensical way of living that women are just going to go with a guy because they get free food is a negative trend that has been going on for quite some time. And I need to admit that I know some women who do that. And to me, it's just stupid. Why would you want to entertain someone, waste your time and waste that someone else's time for getting a free meal? I thought you're so strong and independent. Can't you afford that meal on your own? Why buying into this, knowing that that person likes you, trying to get to know you on a serious level, but you're just there to waste their time, get some attention, get some free food so you can post pictures on Instagram of places that you are going to, right? And this is happening more and more to men that they are getting sick and tired of it. They don't want to do it. The other thing is what women don't realize is the amount of money that men need to put in, not only at the first, but constantly to see if that is going to go anywhere, because women are the ones in some way, shape, or form also controlling how fast things are going to go, right? Especially when it comes to intimacy. So a guy's going to take you out on one date. You might want to choose what you guys want to do. Fine, he's going to follow along. You want to go on a nice dinner. Okay, nice dinner is going to cost you up to $80 and $100 or euros. Choose wherever you come from. Then you want to go for drinks. It's going to cost you another $40 to $60 depending on where you go to, where you want to go drinks. You want to do that again, it's going to be the same investment twice, so double the price, double the amount. And maybe you keep doing that just for him to figure out at the end that you're just like, oh, sorry, you know what, I think we're just friends. Sorry, you know what, I think I'm not really interested. And that is the issue. That is why I think it's very understandable and it's the right thing to do when a man says, look, I like you. If you like me too, you like me for me and not for the car that I drive. You like me for me and not for what I can pay for on the first date or the second date. If you're interested, let's go get to know each other. Let's go on a simple date first. So the thing is about going on a simple date, it should really be about you and that other person, not about the lavish things that you have in mind that you could get from that person. I see a lot women who are not even close to affording those things on their own. And the crazy thing is, this negative trend is influencing the youngest women, right? Teenage girls are taking along this attitude where you see them in their early teens, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, where dating should be easygoing and fun and less of drama. These are women who most likely still living in their homes of their parents, still going to school, not having a job, or having a part-time side hustle, not being able to afford a car on their own. A very tiny percentage of these girls might have parents who are either wealthy or in any way, shape, or form helped them get a car. And now they have internalized this bad habit and this entitlement that they think I am better than any guy out there because mommy bought me a car. Now my expectation is if he doesn't drive a car while he's the same age, he's 18, 19, trying to figure out his life, now if he doesn't drive a car, a big one, an expensive one, don't even talk to me. This is where we are going. This is where things are going, and it's not helping anyone. The other thing that I see happening a lot is through online dating, which we've talked about in previous episodes, that a lot of women are putting themselves in a position where they're not even getting approached for an honest date because they're putting themselves in competing with other women looking for the same guys. I'm not saying it's not possible to get to know someone through online dating. It is possible, but it is not possible if you and hundreds of other girls are aiming for the top 10% of guys, ignoring everyone else that's actually in your reach or actually interested in getting to know you. The other thing I see young women do is they are literally advertising themselves, not to get in a relationship, but for things that to me is a bit suspicious, right? But you don't want to call it out. You don't want to say anything because then you're shaming them. Women having profiles on dating platforms saying things like, oh, I'm looking for someone who can fly me out. I'm looking for someone who owns a yacht. I'm looking for all that kind of things. But at the same time, you have women talking down on, older men are just here to, manipulate us and use us. What are you saying? How many teen guys or men who are in their early 20s that who owns a yacht? So actually you are trying to get to the guys who are much older, but then when they approach you, you're gonna switch it and say they are predators. So the dating life nowadays is just completely all over the place. There's so many reasons why people are not getting to where they want to get. Women are not getting approached as much. And I need to clarify, if you're a good woman and you're attractive, you will get approached. That's for sure. But women are not getting approached in the same manner as they used to. The attention is lacking. That's why you see a lot of women confused and seeking attention on the internet, doing the most, always showing their bodies or always making some cringe videos to kind of pull attention. They're not getting approached as much because men are sick and tired of the bad attitude when they walk up to a girl and say, hey, you look beautiful. I'd like to know you. My name is such and such. Don't talk to me. Oh my God, look at you. What are you even wearing? You broke. You're this, you're that. Stop. So they don't want to deal with that. A lot of women feel so entitled that they put themselves on the pedestal because your girlfriends are telling you you're a 10, you look nice, you're this, you're that. But reality, the dating market is not telling you that. A lot of women who could actually be approached, even if they're not the most attractive, are not getting approached because they're walking through life with bad attitude. They're walking through life carrying themselves in a way, in a manner that a man who is responsible, whatever age, but a guy who knows where he's going in life, will not approach you because you are not an asset to his life. You might be a liability, right? So they're not going to approach you. No one is trying to put drama into their life. The other reason some women are walking around with this angry, mean face, thinking that it's cute, always looking like, I'm ready for a fight. Actually, their face is telling you, don't approach me. But at the same time, they do want to be approached, but no one is going to do it. Because if it's so hard for you to just look approachable and friendly, to dress responsible, and to dress in a feminine way without showing yourself always half naked, no man in his right mind is going to approach you. There are some men who might approach you, but those are the guys that they end up dating and call them, he's abusive, he's toxic, he's not loyal, he's a bad guy, he's always, all that nonsense. So dating actually should be easy and fun and simple. But if you're not actually honest to yourself about what you want, and if you really want to date someone for who they are, instead you're looking for someone who can help you feed your Instagram profile, then I need to disappoint you. You are not getting anywhere. You are not getting anywhere. There are a lot of men, suitable men, who would love to date, who would love to get into a relationship, but women are actually making their life harder than it should be by putting themselves in position that no one would like to talk to you, by dressing in a way that no one would like to talk to you, by having bad attitude that no one would like to stick around. Because, come on, you might look good, but you're not that special that I need to deal with a headache, with a rude mouth all the time. So I think people need to sit down and think about what it is that they actually want. And if you see the negative outcome is long term, more and more men are shying away from actually actively dating because women have put themselves in a fun girl scenario, hookup culture. We have invited men to not having to put as much effort. Now, most men are going to be like, you know what? I don't even need to be in that relationship. I don't even need to try my best to be that gentleman. I'm just going to call her up for a hookup and, Netflix and chill. She's going to slide and that's it. And this is what is happening more and more because long term, they don't really need to be committed. They don't really need to force themselves into a relationship. Of course, men would love that as well. But the outcomes for both sides is always different. And also they have much more time to figure that out over the long run. While you as a woman, well, you can be angry about it. You can, talk to God about it. You can be pissed about nature. You can start, disregarding biology and become one of those people who say, oh, it's not real and you don't get old and you don't have a time that is ticking, all that stuff. But at the end, it's not going to change. Just because you don't like something, it's not going to make it change. However, guys, I hope you enjoy. See you in the next one. Bye.